Last week, I deleted all my files that I needed for my YouTube channel.
In the air.
Hello everybody, it's Mike, the Baldadonis. Boom! If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. My name is Mike the Baldadonis, and I talk about many different topics. Sharing life experiences one video at a time is my motto. I talk about being in prison at 21 years old for a first-time drug offense, doing 5 years and 3 months. Only to get out, being unhappy with my body, I decided to do steroids. I gained 105 pounds of pure muscle, had a heart attack, along with many other steroid-related health issues. Currently, I deal with migraines and vertigo due to environmental pollution, today's foods, and VOCs in your own home. I have a mentor named Dr. Peter Bacoco. He's the reason why I'm on YouTube, and he talks about inspiration. I have Gary from the gym. He talks about conspiracy theories. And I'm a car guy. I love cars. I buy and sell cars as a hobby, and I bring you guys along with me, showing you the pros and cons of each vehicle that I buy. I also bring other people on board, sharing their interesting life experiences as well. Okay, first things first, I want to start off saying that I am not a computer person. I am not a technology savvy type of guy. Being on YouTube and talking about all my stories, sharing my life experiences, and going to different places was a fluke. Only because several years ago, being very sick with all my conditions, I had to see a specialist chiropractor. His name is Dr. Peter Bacoco. All right, and during these hard times that I was having suicidal thoughts because of medications that the doctors put me on. I had severe vertigo and dizziness from all environmental pollution, all today's foods, the VOCs in your own home, volatile organic compounds. Everything has some kind of chemical on it that's in your house. And for some reason, I was smelling all this, and my life was upside down, and it was driving me bananas. So when I found this Dr. Peter Bacoco, he was just fascinated by all the stuff my life stories, and we just became really good friends. And for 3 years, I looked up to him as a big brother, a doctor, and family. We were very close. And during this time, he was like, Mike, why don't you share your experiences on YouTube and tell people your story? I was like, no, I don't do anything on social media. I don't want to do anything like that. And again, computers, technology, cameras, anything like that, I'm not good at. I'm just being honest. So when the time came, because I needed something to keep my mind active, therefore, I tell my stories. Now, that was 2 years ago when I started this, okay? And the computer that I had was this one, just a regular laptop for putting my cars onto Craigslist to sell. Just like anybody else that go online, they look at YouTube videos. I didn't use anything for work. I'm a personal trainer. I buy and sell cars. There was really nothing I really needed a computer for. I didn't even pay bills online or anything like that. I didn't do anything with my computer except for the usual stupid stuff, right? So it wasn't really beneficial, but when I did start making my videos, I was simply using my old cell phone. And this is not it, this is Dr. Pete's old phone, but I was using my old cell phone and simply logging up and send it to YouTube. It only took 2 minutes to load up and it was on YouTube. But as time goes on, I wanted to learn how to edit. Therefore, Dr. Pete helped me out again. He downloaded Filmora for me onto this computer, and I got Epidemic Sound for all my music. And slowly, I started to learn how to edit. And sooner than later, I was getting, well, as time goes on, I was getting a little bit better at editing. So this computer is so slow with its memory. Again, I'm not a computer person, so some of the stuff I'm going to tell you, and you'll be like, Mike, you're an idiot. So I'm telling you right now, I am computer illiterate, okay? So just bear with me. Now, I know this computer was super slow. Dr. Pete was very frustrated with it because he would help me out all the time. Dr. Pete got me everything. My logo, my little design when my Baldadonis logo sting that shows up. He spent 6 hours trying to download that for me. He spent countless hours getting me to get onto YouTube. And I love him for it. I love Dr. Pete. We had a little fallout last year, and I want to do a video. I think my next video is about Dr. Pete because he is so special to me. And I'm very upset that he's not my friend at this moment. Hopefully we can patch things up and move forward. So anyways, it's like I said, Dr. Pete said, I had enough of your computer, you're buying an Apple computer. I was like, I don't have the money. I just don't have all that type of money that you're spending on these high-end products. But I bit the bullet, put it on my credit card, and I got the 21.5-inch Mac, and that was awesome. That was the best thing I think I ever bought for $1,500. But still, I don't know how to use a computer that well, and all these different things. I was just fascinated. I'm on this thing all day, as much as possible, to be honest with you. I love that computer for everything, for what it is. I even learned how to make folders, put all my pictures in. I started learning things. So as a person, I keep progressing and keep learning. I don't have to ask people how to do things. I would go onto YouTube or I would go onto Google and ask the questions that I need to be answered instead of bothering everybody. So I started getting, a touch better than I was a year ago. So when my computer started running slow, that very circular rainbow when you're downloading something and it takes its sweet time getting downloaded or even uploaded, well, that started happening. So in my head, I'm thinking must be all the storage. I have over 260 something videos, probably 100 and something are on this computer, and filming all these cars, all the places that I go. There's a lot of B-roll, what they call it, just lots of extra footage, and a lot of it I didn't delete. A lot of it I will never use, and I was like, you know what, but it's still, at any time I can go back and incorporate just a little bit for another video, I can do so. Now I made all my folders and I did all that good stuff. So the time came, and that was last week, and I decided to buy, so this computer has 1 terabyte of storage. Is that the right word, terabyte? So I end up buying a 2 terabyte external drive, and just like one of these little things, right? I was like, it can't be any different. These two can't be any different, right? This one just holds a lot more. So I plug it into the computer, I see it into the dock, and I start downloading all my videos. I'm like, cool, I can see it all going in. I'm all happy, the machine's going off. And I'm like, all right, great. I load it all up. And then I see, I go into the Apple icon and I look at the storage, and it didn't move. It didn't move at all. So I was like, oh, what the hell? So I unplug it, and I thought everything was on here. So the smart thing to do in my head at the time was, I'll take it all back off this, put it on the computer, take it out and see if it's on here. Now, when I did that, something happened, and there were little check marks on the folders. So then I put everything in the trash, I deleted it, and I thought I don't know, something happened, I missed a step. I missed a step somewhere, everything got deleted off the computer. Now you're gonna say, Mike, didn't you back up the computer? No, I did not. You know why? Because I didn't know any better to do so. I told you I'm not the brightest person. So I didn't know about the backup. So I have a family member. Now, a lot of us are not computer savvy, and we rely on family members and friends to help us out. Right? Yep, right? So I call up my uncle. That's what he does for a living. And he's able to get on my computer via his computer and start looking at all my stuff. And he's like, yeah, let's run this out and see if we can collect it. That took a whole day to get, the whole night. I think it was like 5 hours to see if there's anything in here. So that was one day gone. Now, I'm not gonna bother my uncle. This is what he does all day. And the last thing I want is him to be annoyed with me trying to answer my questions and helping me out. So I let him, at his pace, just get in touch with me. So all last week, I was not using my computer. I was trying to get all the folders back, and we bought a program, and for $100, try to suck all the information out of that so we could put it on this. Well, it all came through. I'm gonna show you in a few minutes what it looks like, and almost everything was gone. A lot of my pictures did come back, but you're gonna see a bunch of folders with a bunch of, I don't know what it is, movies, clips or something. Every time I put it on, it won't run. It just shows that it's, a blank, I don't know. So I haven't bothered my uncle any further because at the moment, all my storage is gone. So I can start making more videos and uploading everything else. But at the moment, I don't need to worry about it. And when the time comes, I will able to start downloading everything onto this, into storage. But another lesson learned, right? The cool thing that happened, and I was very happy, around 1:30 in the morning, after being so annoyed and aggravated and upset about, I lost so much of my videos that I went online on YouTube. Can I download my own YouTube videos? Boom, something showed up. And yes, because I'm my own creator, I can go into my YouTube channel, go into movies, and actually download all my movies and put them back on and use the clips. I'll just, cut things out if I wanted to and add into other videos. So that I was happy about. The other thing is I do have Epidemic Sound, so all those files got deleted. So I gotta go back into Epidemic, one song at a time, download, goes onto Apple Music, and then it goes into my download on my folder. So that's one song at a time, boom, boom, boom. And that's gonna take me forever. I have a couple hundred songs, and I keep going back to Epidemic, and I get new music all the time. So I'll make another folder for that. So lesson learned, and from now on, I will use all the side videos that I make, little stupid stuff that you may think you need, and just delete it off the file and keep everything in the trash and get rid of the stuff that I don't need so I don't have such a big footprint. And just rely on the good stuff that I actually need, not some of the other stuff that I might need to go back onto. So like I said, maybe 99% of the other stuff I would never use, but it would have been nice to have it in case I really needed it. I did have a couple of jobs that I started making money on. Some of those videos, those are gone. But luckily, they were on my iPhone because they were delivered to the people that I made the movies for, so I was able to put them back up into the computer. So that's what I like about the Apple stuff too. I was able to put all that stuff that other people have and bring it back onto the computer. So the one thing I did learn as well is I only have 8 mega something. My storage is one thing, but my what's it called? but my memory is another. As you can just clearly see, I can't remember nothing. So my memory is only 8 something. I need to be at 16 megabytes or whatever the words are, 16, 32. I need a lot more memory for my editing because that little circle thing keeps popping up every time I make little clips. So yeah, I don't want to spend a ton of money, but it looks like in the near future that I might be, looking for another computer. But at the moment, this is a hobby. This is not a job. But I do enjoy doing all this. I enjoy making movies for my friends, my families, everywhere we go, and I keep improving, and I try to make the best movies for you guys. I know they're not the best, but I'm a slow learner of certain things, and technology does not take its time, but I am getting better and better and better. If I wasn't, then I wouldn't care. But I do love doing this. So yeah, some of the things that I will be talking about in the near future, if you're new to this channel, is I talk about prison. So I have to talk about some of my prison stories. I want to talk about what it was like to be inside prison back in from 1992 to 1997. I want to talk about today's medications. When you watch the news, all those ads that pop up, and they're suggesting that you take this medication when you don't even need it. Go see the doctor. You might be depressed. You might be, whatever the case may be. And all the side effects. I'm living proof. This is why I talk about this, and I can share my experiences, is because medications do have side effects. Sometimes either deadly, they could be. In my case, I had suicidal thoughts. People have different reactions to different medications, and do you really need medication? So I'm going to go through all those commercials and enlighten you on each condition, and do you really need it? Most of us, all we need is a change of diet because of today's foods, that we don't need medications, okay? And of course, I'll be talking about cars. Gary from the gym will be back, season 3 of Conspiracy Theories. We're going to cut it down so it's only a few minutes long versus like 20 minutes. I'm hopefully get back together with Dr. Pete. Like I said, we had a fallout, and I'll be making a video about that next because he means so much to me. I don't want to lose him as a friend. As it is, I haven't talked to him in 1 year. What else can I talk about? Anything that's interesting to me, I will share and take you along with me. All right, so till the next video, everybody. Baldadonis out.